Okay. Say your joke. You had a dad joke.
All right, yeah.
Do you still have that
I gotta
tab?
find it here.
Open that
It
tab back
is.
up.
How many podcasters does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. James, tell me.
1. But to fully understand why, we need to travel back to 1880.
Shut up. Oh, it's an hour and 45 minutes.
I need to upload it. Yeah.
Anyways,
The
let's start.
secrets of the pyramid will explain why.
Welcome to Double Dads, episode 7. It's been a couple weeks. There's a little bit of a story.
Couple weeks.
It's been so long. I grew a beard, or well, facial hair.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's how long it took.
I'll let the commenters decide
2 weeks.
how it went. That's my latest experiment.
It looks good. It looks really good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We had 2 weeks off. We recorded last week,
We did.
and I need to figure out what's going on with my setup because one of the mics, your mic, cut out like partway through,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I'm doing the dongle thing here where I've got a USB-C dongle connected to an extension cord that goes down to another USB hub that then plugs into our microphones. It's all going back to one USB-C Thunderbolt port on the Mac. And I think sometimes it just, I don't know, solar flare. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Something happens. Temperature change, pressure change.
Time for a new dongle, maybe?
Anyways, I think I need a new... Again, I think I need to get a new USB-C dock here for this thing. I bought this like a year ago for an iPad, and it just happens to still kind of work. Because I sold the iPad, got the Mac. I think it's time to upgrade. Maybe time to upgrade.
We could use mine, the one I just bought.
That's true.
We can use it,
Well, this one should be fine.
hopefully, for this episode.
Should be. 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It worked a second ago, and I changed nothing and hit record again, and we've been live since.
Good. So, a couple new things in the last couple weeks. Pixel 8 and 8 Pro.
Yep.
You know a little bit about this. I was going to watch a video.
We got to tease the topics, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pixel 8.
Pixel 8.
Battlefield, new season. Is it garbage? It's garbage.
What? It's
Halo.
garbage? Halo Season 5, is it the return of Halo?
It's not.
Is it the actual reboot? No. It is. It's actually,
Modern Warfare
looks
3
pretty
beta. Modern Warfare 3 beta drops. It's chaos. Only for PlayStation, but starting on Saturday, we get to play. Actually, no.
Wait. I thought it's for PC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said PlayStation.
PlayStation was last weekend.
Oh,
past week.
Gotcha.
Open beta for PC and Xbox starts this coming Saturday.
All right.
And I'm kind of excited to jump in and try it because I'm a little bit hyped for that game. More than I was.
Really?
I watched some beta gameplay. We'll get to it. We got a couple items to show and tell. We got stories from our wonderful children and our families. And we're going to talk about some movies and some other stuff. So let's get into it. Let's go back. Let's reel it back. Pixel 8 Pro, ask me the question you're going to ask before I derail this completely.
All right. What is so special about the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro?
It is a Google phone.
Yes.
No,
I have a Google phone.
you do have a Google
Pixel
phone.
6.
You've got the Pixel 6 Pro or Pixel 6?
No, my 6 Pro
Oh.
got destroyed.
Episode 1, we
In the
talked
Mustang,
about that.
yeah.
Smashed in the...
Watch episode 1 for the
Yeah.
full story.
Oh, that was a good one. So
Never buying a brand new phone again. Ever.
it's just fine. So the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro are interesting because the main features they're pushing are software, which is kind of interesting to me. Which
Okay.
is that's not abnormal for Pixel. It's always been like we've got camera, we got AI doing everything, but they added like some other stuff too. They had AI like image upscaling and HDR, all that stuff. You know how you can do like they had the whole thing where you get portrait mode with only one lens because it's just using AI to blur the background.
Yeah,
And,
right.
and that's their whole thing is they have really good software. And then now they have the tensor chips. So I think there was an upgrade to the hardware. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but there was a hardware bump. But they come out and they're like, oh, and we have all these AI features, all the ones you know and love. And then they had these new ones. So
Is it like ChatGPT in hardware form?
a little bit. Yeah, it's a mobile chat
Yeah.
in your pocket. So Google Assistant can summarize a web page. If you're staring at a page and there's just a wall of text, you can say, you know, I don't want to set up everyone's phones, but Google, summarize this for me. And it will think about it, read the webpage, and give you like a 1-paragraph example of what the webpage is about.
Hmm.
And apparently it's pretty good.
Really?
Using Google's Bard chatbot AI ChatGPT competitor. So it can do that.
What do you mean by Bard?
Bard is Google Bard
Okay.
is Google's AI chatbot,
Okay.
which is their version of ChatGPT, basically, their spin-off version. It's not as good.
Is it open to everyone?
Yeah, you can go use it right now if you want. Bard.google.com, I think. We should mess with it later. It's kind of interesting.
Should.
It's basically just the same as ChatGPT if you've ever used it. So,
I'm kind of scared to use it. Scared it's going to take over my computer.
A lot of conspiracies around the AI. Anyways,
Demons?
so it can do that. Yeah. Oh, it can do that. It can summarize a web page, but then also some of the photos stuff. They had a thing called, it's called Best Take. If you take a picture with like 5 people in it, let's say you're trying to take a picture of everyone jumping at the same time.
Yeah.
Or everyone smiling at the same time. And there's like, you just can't get the timing right. There's always that one dude who just doesn't jump or jumps too late. It will take like the last 5 pictures and let you change an individual person in the picture to a previous frame. So if you have a picture of everybody smiling except for one dude, and you have another picture of that dude smiling and no one else,
Yeah.
you can combine the two. You go back to the first picture, find the frowning dude, tap on his face, and it shows you other options from other takes. And then you like press a button, and his face like morphs into the other one. But so I saw someone using it. It's so weird because it was like exactly that. It's like a party, and some dude's just like this, and he taps on his face, and it's like 5 options, little circles on the bottom. He tapped one of them, and the guy's like same exact like position, and then just went like it was kind of creepy and kind of fake. Like
that's like messing with like reality.
Yeah. And like some of the filters can completely change out the sky to be like from cloudy to golden hour sunlight.
Dude, people's memories are going to be messed.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be editing these videos. Dude. They're going to like print them off, give them to people. People are going to look at them or whatever. And they're going to be like, their memories are going to be totally like warped.
Well, think about it. Some kid is like, he's taking his first steps. And there's some moms out there doing this. They're like, oh, I'm going to edit with every feature on here because I want Instagram likes.
Yeah.
And then that kid's going to be like 15, like, oh man, it was a beautiful, perfect golden hour sunset. And I was smiling the whole time, every picture.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was raining and you were crying the whole time.
Actually, you were miserable.
It's like, it's a little bit weird. I've already thought about like how weird it's going to be for our kids to grow up with phones. Like every moment is in perfect 4K quality, stored in the cloud forever.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, and like when you were a kid too, like we had literal film that you had to develop. I remember the old cameras, you'd like twist it, like the disposable cameras.
Oh yeah.
Like crank it, take a picture, and like who knows if it turned out.
Right.
And like almost all of my childhood memories and like family videos are lost because it was physical, like magnetic tape.
Yeah.
Sitting in a basement, probably in a pool of water in my dad's water damaged basement.
Oh,
like that's not going to happen for my kid. Liam is going to just have every moment in an iCloud photo storage somewhere. Like it's interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's pivot on that.
Yep. Sorry, I went way off on the tangent.
You're good. There's a fly on your head. Keeps bugging me.
Fine.
I need the fly swatter. Okay. Pivot to what are going to be your like restrictions on technology with your kids?
Oh, interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't have it all figured out yet.
Yeah. Me either.
So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do because I don't want Liam to be an iPad baby.
Oh yeah.
I just don't think that's healthy.
Good.
Because I want him to be able to. Make fun on his own.
Yeah.
Like go outside and run around, play with toys. iPads are really nice as the parent because you can just give them an iPad and they're entertained with one thing because that thing is changing and moving and doing new things in front of them.
Yep.
And I would rather him be the one changing and moving and doing new things. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like it's all like mental and like visual if it's an iPad. But if he's playing with toys and like, you know, reading books and exploring, then he's more like I feel like it's probably better for their brains.
Oh, absolutely.
So, first of all, screen time is going to be a thing we try to maintain control of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's going to be really, really hard the older he gets.
Yeah.
Because we have screens in the house. We got a TV, we have an iPad, we have a laptop, phones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were like me when you were younger, but you wanted to have fun with the least effort possible. Like, if there was an easy way to go have fun, if there was a movie playing, you would just go watch the movie. Like, that was what you would, like, why wouldn't you? That's way more interesting, and you don't have to, like, run around and, like, be tired and kind of, you don't need your brain to be engaged. So, anyways, I'm gonna control screen time.
Yep.
And I want to not just put on, like, baby YouTube
brain cancer.
Basically, like Blippi and Coco Melon and
Baby Einstein.
Peppa
Pig.
Peppa Pig's another one too.
A lot of these are like getting woke too, which is not cool for kids stuff.
They're supposed to be educational and like learn your ABCs, learn your colors.
Yep.
Learn a song. But it's like, I don't care what side of anything you're on. If your baby cartoon is like getting political, like this is
and getting like touching sexual subjects.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from, and why is that ever okay?
I know. Yeah. And it's on kids content, dude. Like, I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, it's terrible.
That makes me uncomfortable. When Liam is old enough to talk about sexual things, I want to be the one to be sitting there face to face, like talking to him and like answering his questions in a healthy way. You know? Anyways. So.
Yep.
That's in my mind. I'm thinking about these things because he's only 6 months now, but I did a little experiment.
Okay.
We'll get to that after. I want to hear your thoughts on screen time and stuff.
Yeah.
You have older kids. You have kids old enough to go grab a screen and use it.
Yeah. 4 and 3. Still working on the plan because they're not quite old enough to be independent or anything.
Right.
But we have set some ground rules already. We have banned Coco Melon, Baby Einstein, Peppa Pig from our house, and our kids watching them. If they're watching them at like someone else's house, no, they have to leave, go do something else. It's just absolute brain-numbing robot trash.
AI generated?
Yes. It feels like, even as me as an adult watching it, it feels like I'm watching some sort of like whack job fever dream.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like dizzy. Yep. I feel literally like physically dizzy when I watch it. The other rules we've set in place is our kids are not allowed to touch our phones. Can't touch them.
Yeah, good rule.
You know, unless like daddy's calling and mom's not around. He can obviously go give her the phone or answer the phone, but he's not allowed to just surf, open apps. No, none of that. Can't touch our remotes. You know, he watches what we watch as a family. He can't just go downstairs and watch whatever he wants.
Yep.
Future-wise, I don't know. It's hard. There's these new, as far as like giving phones to your kids, there's these new Gab phones that are a recent-ish invention, I guess you could call it.
It's like a super simplified phone, right?
Yeah. So essentially,
but it's for kids. It's meant as a parent buying it for a kid because you can see them on the map, like from your phone, right? Can't you track from your phone?
I think so. I think you can see their activity.
Yeah.
The phones do not have an app store.
Okay. Yep.
They cannot download any apps. They can't watch YouTube. There's no web surfing. So it's strictly you get a camera.
Yep.
And a SIM card, so you can call and text. And that's essentially all you can do, which I think is awesome, especially when you're 16 to 18 and you're still in the house.
Yep.
It's just good. You don't need to waste your time sitting on your phone surfing, you know?
Yeah.
Getting into things you shouldn't be. Plus, those are like some of the most exciting, busy years of your life, and to waste them watching YouTube or playing stupid mobile games is just terrible.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of what
So-
I did too.
Yeah.
And I wish I hadn't.
I wouldn't
take away the fun I had, but
yeah, maybe a little more rules around it.
yeah.
I want to have balance. I really try to find balance in all things I'm trying to do, especially with the kids. And I
Mhm.
think that kids, as I did when I was a kid, I would notice if things were not coming at me from my parents in a balanced manner, if
Right.
that makes sense. If there was wildly different restrictions for me versus a sibling who was similar in age, I'd
mhm.
be like, what is this? Like,
Yep.
you know, explain to me why I'm being singled out kind of thing. And so when that's something on my mind constantly is like when Liam is a teenager, what do I do then? Like, I want there to be, because I think it's fine to have some screen time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even some screen time like on your own or on your own device. But that is kind of dependent on the kid
Mhm.
and how, like my son, how Liam's going to be when he's 12 or 13. Like, if I give him some, freedom to use mom's iPad for a while, and it just becomes like a total, he's hooked. And he's like, he cries as soon as I take it away, and he's always asking for it. Then I'm gonna like adjust, I think,
Yeah.
as we go to like.
Mhm.
But if he can handle some screen time and then go off and play and be fine and not like crying about it, then I don't know. So
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
when he's older, man, I want to play video games with him.
Oh, absolutely.
And like,
Me too. I want to play video
you
games
know,
with my kids. I want to
I'm
play
so
Halo
excited
split
for
screen
that.
with them.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. But
Yeah.
then I'm also like, I don't want that to be the default.
Yep.
And I want that to be like a special thing. And it can be a huge motivator positively for like, it can be a good reward.
Mhm.
So I want to use video game screen time as a reward the older he gets. It'll be like tight restrictions when he's little.
Yep.
And then as he gets older, maybe relaxes a little bit as a reward structure and kind of try and keep things consistent in that way.
Yeah.
The Gab phone's interesting. Have you ever heard of the, sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the light phone?
No.
Okay, look at my screen. This is an e-ink phone, like a Kindle,
Okay.
that it has maps, phone, and texts. And it's kind of cool.
It looks big. Oh, is this the phone that has like a 48-day battery or something?
Yes. So it's just the super basic phone that lets you do like the things that you would want to do most like with your phone. Like you can look at maps,
Yep.
you can text people, you can call people.
Sure.
But there's no app store. It has like an insane battery. And I think it looks kind of cool. It's super minimal.
Yeah.
It's super sleek.
Yep.
And yeah, like lasts forever. Like if I wanted to detox from phones and apps, like this is where I'd go.
I know. That's the thing is like, I would love to go back to a flip phone. I rocked the flip phone, man. I could send text so fast. You know,
one of those
triple letter buttons, you know?
I could never do that.
Dude, I could type faster than Sarah on the 3-key flip phone than my wife could on her touchscreen phone. I was faster than her.
You were faster than Sarah on a
Yeah.
flip phone than she was on an iPhone.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
That's
It
awesome,
was
dude.
insane. Dude, you should hear the click rate. It was like 3,000 a minute.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So here's another question. What are you going to do with like age ratings on movies with your kids?
Totally
PG-13, R.
totally depends on the kid.
Okay.
Like completely.
Yeah.
We should actually talk about our movie topic next. We should go off of this into that. Talk about scary movies.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to share a little story that kind of ties in.
Okay.
So
Me too.
We want to talk about the first scary movies we saw.
Yep.
And mine, and I'm saying this because it scared me as a child.
Mm-hmm.
When I watched it for the first time, I was very scared. The Fellowship of the Ring.
That movie is scary. It scares me as an adult if I watch it by myself.
You're in the dark alone, like, no,
Yeah.
Sauron.
The ring wraiths are
Yes.
here.
Where are their faces?
I hear a horse.
Oh, man. So I think this is what my dad did with us kids. I think it was a good move. Was he watched how we were acting. If we were mature, he said, like, when you're mature enough, he didn't say when you're old enough, you can watch this. He said, when you are mature enough, when you are an older, you're acting like a big boy, you can watch some of these big boy movies. And I wanted to watch Lord of the Rings so badly, and I couldn't. It was like all I wanted to do because it was the coolest thing in the world. And that was like back when it was in theaters.
Yeah.
And I was like 7,
Mm-hmm.
I think. And so I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I watched the trailers over and over and over again. And Dad's like, it's just too much for you right now. And I was like, Dad, no. He was probably right.
I can handle it.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, exactly. Rod from Hot Rod.
Yes.
I can handle it.
I can handle it.
So finally I get to watch it. I was 8 years old, 8 or 9. And he's like, you know what? You can watch Lord of the Rings now. I was like, so we watched the Fellowship of the Ring, and I remember when they're in the mines of Moria and Balrog is like coming.
Yeah.
And it's so much anticipation. I was like terrified. I was sitting there watching it like, I'm so scared, but I need to pretend I'm a big boy. I remember thinking like, I can't let them see my fear.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like totally hidden, and they probably saw me like sweat pouring down. I'm like,
legs bumping.
yeah, exactly. Just white knuckle.
Yeah.
Oh man, but so yeah, I was terrified of the Fellowship of the Ring, but I still loved it. At the end, it's like, that was so cool.
Yeah.
And I liked it. It was cool. But anyways, so that was the first like scary movie I watched as a kid.
So
What was the first scary movie you saw?
All right, so there's 2. I just remembered the first one, but there's another one that's more vivid. Okay. We used to go up on trips to Breezy Point and like whatever, go camping. And I remember we watched Monsters Inc. And I was probably 3 years old.
Yeah. You remember this at 3?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the very first scene in the movie, it's that the monster is like under the bed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like red eye show and stuff. Dude, I would run behind the couch and like peek over and like be so scared and stuff.
You're just like his son.
Yeah, and then once that scene was over,
yeah.
So once that scene was over, I'd go back and sit on the couch and be, I'll fine, the movie's great. Didn't care. It was just that first scene in that movie.
It's scary, dude.
It was scary, man.
I forgot about that. That was scary.
So there's that. And then here's another story.
Yep.
My family went to Mexico and they left me and my older brother with my grandma Rooter.
Okay. Yep.
I was 6 years old and grandma had a VHS of Jurassic Park.
Ooh, nice.
And my older brother's like, hey, James, let's go watch this. And we would never have been able to watch it at home because just our parents wouldn't have allowed that. And we start watching it in grandma's room, and dude, like halfway through, I just start feeling super sick, like nauseous. And I'm like, So I had to leave. I had to leave that movie. I was so scared and so sick. Like, this is the first time I'd ever seen blood. And like dude, people get ripped apart.
That one's pretty intense, dude.
I remember going to the kitchen and I'm like, Grandma, I don't feel so good. I need some water. And she's like, yeah, you better drink some water.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so yeah, that's like the first scary movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. As far as age ratings go with my kids, it's totally dependent on, like the kids and the movie.
Yep.
Not all PG-13 movies are equal.
There are some R-rated movies I'd watch before PG-13 even. Like, it's like,
And some like PG-rated movies should have been rated R.
Anything
Airplane.
Anything from the 80s,
Dude, so bad.
70s and 80s.
I don't think that's rated even PG-13.
It's PG.
Yeah.
They didn't have a PG-13 back when that came out.
Yeah. And they got bare boobies and everything. And it's like, what? I was shocked. I remember watching with Sarah and like, oh, this is a really funny comedy. And like, whatever, halfway through, the scene happens. And I just look at Sarah and I'm like, what just happened? Like, I thought this was a family comedy movie.
Dude, so many movies. Close. So many 80s and 90s movies. And that's because they didn't have like PG-13 at the time. Like the
I guess maybe
age
back
rating.
then, like parental guidance maybe meant something different.
I don't even know if it was like a regulation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because isn't there like a government regulation around like EPA ratings or MPAA, whatever, the Motion Picture Association of
Probably
America?
because like if you have more than one F word, it's an R rating. So you can have one.
So I think there's some like government laws where they can't distribute the movie in the U.S. unless they have an MPAA rating of one of the letter ratings.
Yeah.
But I don't think that existed in the 80s.
Probably because you can't buy a R-rated movie if you're younger than like 17.
That's right. Yeah. Because I tried.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Black Hawk Down?
Yes.
Was that the one?
I tried to buy Black Hawk Down at Best Buy when I was like 11 or 12.
Yes.
Because that was one of the movies my dad did let me watch when I was a kid. Because when I was a teenager. So I was like 16.
One of the first.
I was like 16. Yeah. One of the first R-rated movies because it doesn't even have like, I don't think it has much swearing in it even. It's just blood. Blood. And it's that whole part where they try to like pull out the bullet from the dude. And yeah, it's pretty gnarly. But
yeah.
So I tried to buy it at Best Buy and I got to the checkout and I was like, oh, wait. They're like, you can't buy that.
How old were you?
I was probably like 16, 15.
Okay.
I just didn't even think about it. So
yeah.
Anyways, I gave it to a friend who bought it for me.
Is it Josh Lee?
No, it was Jeremiah.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I'm buying that. And he took it and like scanned it, just gives it to me.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
Yes. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally dependent on the movies, I feel like.
Yep.
I mean, my kids have even watched Revenge of the Sith. That's PG-13, you know.
That's an intense movie too.
Yeah, it is. But
yeah,
it's not something I'm going to restrict my kids to, you know.
Yep.
So,
anyways, boy, that was all like a whole tangent off of the Pixel.
That was so funny. Actually.
Let's talk about some games. Let's talk about Battlefield. I want to talk a little bit about this new season.
Yeah, what's that new map called? It looked sick.
It's called something. It's like delisted or declassified or something.
Yeah.
But I'll explain kind of what it is, and it's interesting because new map name. I'm trying to Google it here. Battlefield 2042 new map name. That's not the season 6 is the newest one. Anyways,
Redacted.
That was it. So it's interesting. This one's fun because this is one of the first infantry only maps on Battlefield 2042. It's really fun. It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
Battlefield 3 and 4 had some of these. They had some of these infantry only maps. Like there was one where it was a subway system. And there's like 3 subway tunnels and you're like fighting through, and then like a couple of flags on the outside you're trying to take too.
Yeah.
This one is the same idea. There's like all these tunnels going into this giant facility, and then in the middle there's these 2 like domes that are these like outdoor like woodsy areas with like
Hunger
a fort in
Games
the middle, kind of.
Yeah.
And then but like the ceiling is like LED panels that are like falling down and stuff. So you're inside this whole facility, so you're like fighting in these tight corridors, and then it opens up in the middle, 2 flags in the middle that are open and kind of an outdoorsy thing. And then the other side is more tunnels. So it's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Because it's 64 players, so you're just slamming against each other in these hallways. There's like 15 people on either side of a doorway, which is just chaos. So I grabbed a shotgun. I jumped in there and I got so many kills, dude. The
medic class?
Yep. I was doing support.
Nice.
Which is so I had a med or a ammo pack, and then the defibrillators, and then a shotgun. And so I just like hang back and like revive people and drop ammo pouches, and then I'd run up and like get a bunch of kills and come back.
Yeah.
And so I jumped in with a shotgun, and I was like one of the top 3 players that game.
Let's go.
It's so much fun. So it's a good time.
Doesn't the new map have this whole like backstory of being like a super soldier lab?
I don't know. There's some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Because I saw some videos about it, and I didn't have a chance to really like look around and analyze. But yeah, there's like corpses and like alien corpses and like different, like there's like you go into this one room and there's like all this weird equipment and then like different colored blood on the walls, stuff like weird stuff going on. Like a giant cylinder like containing unit that's been burst open from the inside.
Yeah.
Something clawed its way out.
There's something interesting I noticed about 24, like Battlefield versus Call of Duty. I feel like Battlefield plays more realistically.
Yeah.
But Call of Duty looks more realistic.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's in like, especially the guns. Like there's something about like the proportions in Battlefield that makes the guns look just slightly off.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah? Okay,
Yep.
It's not just me then.
Nope, they have their own style.
Yeah.
And I prefer Call of Duty's more. Call of Duty, it looks like body cam footage. It looks like someone strapped a GoPro and like used a gun.
Yeah.
And that's cool because it looks like it looks like you're looking through a camera. So that's cool. I totally get it though. Yeah, there is a little bit of like wonkiness with Battlefield.
Yeah, the proportions just
Everything's
aren't
a little
right.
bit, yeah, everything's a little bit strange looking.
Yeah, the guns are like stretched up. They're taller. And
it's like a little bit cartoony.
Yeah.
A little bit of Fortnite going on.
Just like flat.
It's like 10% Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's saying something when Call of Duty has Nicki Minaj.
It's true. Yeah, and the boys, everything going on. Thanos. No, did it have Thanos? No, that was Fortnite.
That was Fortnite.
Oh,
they will.
Man,
they will.
Kratos hitting the gritty.
Ugh.
Thanos doing the whip and nay.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
I hate Fortnite. Fortnite is toxic.
Speaking of COD, I didn't play. I'm excited to play, and I watched the Modern Warfare 3 beta, some gameplay. I think it looks fun. I'm really interested in the zombies. We've been getting into Cold War zombies.
The zombies look interesting.
Yeah. We've been getting into Cold War zombies. Playing, what's the game mode we've been playing?
Outbreak.
Yeah. Playing Outbreak on Cold War. And it's been fun.
It's been really fun.
This looks like Outbreak, but on the next level.
It looks like realistic Outbreak.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like Cold War Outbreak is a little cartoony. And this looks like if Outbreak happened on Earth, not like if Outbreak happened in Call of Duty.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it looks fun. It's not earth shattering. The multiplayer looks fun because they kind of just hit undo on some of the stuff they did in Modern Warfare 2 that people didn't like with movement. So movement looks better. Graphics are pretty much the same in multiplayer. But you can play on a bunch of old maps, which is fun for me.
Yeah.
I want to play those old maps. So I think it looks fun. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. We'll see how it looks and if it's something I want to pick up in a couple weeks. It comes out November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyways, it's just one of those things. This looks interesting.
Yeah. Halo 5 is getting a new season.
Oh yeah, I want you to tell me about this because I don't know anything
when is it
about
coming?
This new season.
I need to look this up.
Every once in a while, I jump into Halo because you tell me to, and it's fun. I always have fun with it.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I never really get into it. What I really want to do, I kind of want to play the old Halos. I kind of want to play like Combat Evolved.
Really old. All right.
Fun.
All right.
So not into that.
I don't know. I just never got into that old Halo.
Oh,
my baby was like Halo 4 was like the first one I started.
Okay.
I played multiplayer on like Halo 2 a lot, actually, growing up with some buddies. Played a little bit of Halo Reach, but like Halo 4 is the one I like sat down and actually like grinded.
Okay.
So Halo 4 is more my baby, I guess. But
I've never played any of them really, so
me and Ethan actually, we played through 4 or 5.
Fan favorite Ethan from the show.
5. Yeah.
Played 4 or 5 what?
We played 4 and 5's campaign together.
Oh, nice.
Because you can play co-op.
Cool.
In preparation for Halo Infinite's campaign.
Ooh.
And then it released and there was no co-op. So that was fun.
Is there co-op now?
There is co-op now.
Okay.
But no split screen. Trash.
Okay. I should get like a month of Game Pass and try it.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It could be fun.
You would like the campaign. Okay. It's actually pretty sweet. Season 5 release date for Halo Infinite is October 17th. And there's a bunch of new stuff coming, man. We got 2 new maps, Prism and Forbidden. Prism is like this underground mine where they mine crystals for the Needler.
Oh, nice.
So the whole map is like purple, like crystals.
Oh, cool. That's what I want to see more of in Halo. I want to see like crazy space stuff.
Yeah. So look it up on your computer. You can check out how it looks.
What's the new map called?
Halo 5 or Halo Infinite Prism. Parts of the walls, if you like shoot some of the crystals, they'll explode and like track random people.
Oh, it turns into needler weapons?
But as part of like the structure of the caves.
Cool.
It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'll have to check this out. When does it come out?
It was October 17th. So
4 days.
Next week.
Or 5 days.
Yeah.
From the recording. Okay, cool.
We got another new map, Forbidden, which it looks cool. Kind of looks has like Forerunner Halo architecture, but with like The Last of Us vibes. You can look it up. You can look at it if you want.
I think I saw a picture of it. It's kind of overgrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's coming. They're adding a new Forge canvas, which is like, if you're not familiar with Halo Forge, they basically give you these preset like what would you call it? Tiles of like land that you can like build off of and build your maps. So there's a new one coming. It's like snow themed.
Oh, nice.
You can add like computer players into your Forge creations.
Nice.
So
add some bots?
Yeah, you can add bots. So you could essentially create your own campaigns. Because you can add all the aliens from the campaigns. You can add like Marines. You can add, I think, like Spartan bots.
I need to get into this because I would have fun with Forge.
Yeah.
I love those kind of things. I would totally build
that's actually
2 mountains with 1 valley and like 100 bots all funnel through one spot and then set up 10 mounted machine guns. Like
That's actually something I want to do with you is we can go, I think we can make a Forge creation together.
Sweet.
At the same time.
Okay.
And do that
on
like,
different platforms?
on a live stream. Probably.
PC and
I think so. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it. Let's create something cool.
Yeah. So Firefight is coming to Halo Infinite, which is round-based alien waves.
Oh, nice.
So each wave gets harder and harder.
PvE kind of like...
Yeah, PvE.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That is coming. They're updating the UI.
Okay.
So it's going to be a lot
Wow, this is going to be a big
cleaner.
change.
Yeah,
Sounds
big
like a
change.
Huge change.
They're updating the battle pass to like reduce duplicates and like just random rewards, just consolidate it and like
just the cool stuff.
Yeah. And
Sweet.
I think if you want to be a free to play player, all the free stuff in the battle pass is within like the first 20 tiers. So you don't need to like grind the whole entire battle pass to get the free stuff. You can just like play a little bit.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Because, man, they've been so grindy. Some of these games, Battle Pass, they're so grindy. I just ignore that they're there because I'm not going to get
Halo Infinite has done a really good job about FOMO.
Okay.
Where MOFO. FOMO. Fear of missing out. Where you can buy a Battle Pass, and if you buy it, you keep it, even if the season ends. Okay. And you can switch between Battle Passes that you've bought. So if you buy like Season 1, you keep it. And if you miss Season 2 and buy Season 3, you can like grind Season 3 for a bit. But then if you haven't finished Season 1, you can go, I want to grind Season 1 again.
So when you buy a Battle Pass, do you still have to play to unlock the rewards?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can choose which Battle Pass you've bought that you want to grind. And you keep it forever.
So I've never interacted with the Battle Passes in any game ever.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how they work. Like, if I buy a Battle Pass today in Halo, does that just unlock the ability for me to get those things as I play?
Essentially, a lot of those tiers are like free. Like a lot of it's like, you get it.
So I could get this much just by playing for free. If I pay $10, then I can get those things as well as all these additional items?
Well as like 90 other things.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that buying the Battle Pass just gave me all this stuff all at once.
No, it's like a progression.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a progression system.
You're paying for the ability to progress through more stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. So
maybe I'll try a Battle Pass someday.
Yeah, it's fun.
That could be a video. My first Battle Pass.
There is it's not a new gun, but they're adding a new variant. You know, the DMR.
Yep.
So the DMR in Halo Infinite's a little different where they don't have a scope on it.
Oh, yeah.
You just like slightly aim in and that's it. So this new DMR they're adding. It's called the DMR Evo, and it has an actual scope.
Oh, cool.
So now you can have like a classic DMR, which will be really nice.
That's awesome.
So those are just a bunch of random things that are being added
Okay.
in like 5 days, which is going to be great.
Yeah.
They're calling it the revamp of Halo Infinite.
Cool.
Essentially. So
I'll have to check this out.
there's a new mode actually too, Extraction.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's essentially King of the Hill, but you run to like set areas and you have to like set up an extractor and like defend the extractor.
Oh,
and
got
the
it.
extractor
Okay.
has like whatever, gather enough points, and then you go set up a new extractor somewhere
Okay.
else.
Cool.
So
That looks fun.
yeah,
That all sounds really fun.
it should be great. Sounds like a lot.
This might be enough to get me back into it.
Okay.
We'll play a little bit.
We should grind it.
2 of us should definitely play some.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
So cool. Awesome. Grab your show and tell item. Let's do that.
All right.
And then
All right. Let's do it.
What do you have for me? What could it possibly
You never
be?
saw it last week
Is it a
when we
freaking
recorded
sword?
for an hour and
Yeah, that's right. My genuine reactions. No, dude, this thing is insane.
what is Aragorn's sword called again?
Isildur's Bane?
Isildur's Bane?
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
No, there's a name for it. Aragorn's
you took that.
sword name.
He has 2. He's got Strider's sword, and then he's got
Anduril?
And-
Anduril?
Enendriel?
Anduril?
Annandale?
Forged ages before the ring.
Yeah.
Well, this is it, huh?
So, no, it's not. But when I was a kid, it was.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
So my brother bought this, and he bought like 2 short katanas. And
Yep.
one day, I think he was getting married, and I was like looking at his sword, and he's like, "Hey, you want the sword?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can have it." I'm like,
course I do.
let's go. And I was like,
Sweet.
I don't know, I was probably 12.
You walked outside.
And it's been in my closet as backup self-defense for many years.
Nice. It's huge, dude.
It
awesome.
is. It feels good, actually.
Is it actually metal? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a real deal. This is sharp too. What the heck?
It is sharp. Yep. It made me pulling it out last week made me go look at a bunch of like replicas for like Lord of the Rings swords and stuff.
It's
And I
pretty
was
sweet.
like, I better be careful because I could financially get into
I'm
this.
gonna lose thousands of dollars.
Yeah. I will not financially recover from this.
That's really cool though. It's a fun thing to have.
It is fun.
I really want to like have you toss a watermelon in the air and just
Maybe next episode.
yeah, Fruit Ninja in real life.
Or we could just do it, I don't know, this weekend.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Sounds good.
That's awesome, dude. My item is this right here. This is my dad mug. This is my prized possession. It was a birthday gift from you. That's right. You gave it to me.
I did.
Oh, I love it. It's
That
great.
as well as a kind of a fancy bag of coffee.
Yeah,
It had like,
so good.
what were the hints of flavors again?
Raisin.
Yeah.
And like chopped walnut with a spritz of I don't know, man. It was like these descriptions are so funny.
Yeah.
Hints of raisin and toasted walnuts with an aged barrel somewhere in the
Aged.
midst. Yes. Old barrels of something.
Yeah.
Wagon wheels. The smell of a wagon wheel.
Yeah. And moss.
This thing's great because it's kind of a rite of passage when you're a dad to have a dad mug.
You need a dad mug if
So
you're a dad.
I can wake up in the morning, the kids are playing, I'm like, hey, what's up, kids?
Yep.
And I'm sipping coffee from my dad mug, and yeah, it's great. So it's got nutrition facts on here, serving size, 1 amazing father, percent daily values of strength, guidance, 100% each, humor, 50%. We're working on that. The dad jokes.
Yeah, that seems wrong.
Hard work, 110%, wrong answers, 0, caffeine, 500%.
Let's go.
Contains a significant amount of dad jokes. That's a allergic reaction hazard there.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I love it. It's special to me because it was a gift from you.
Yeah.
And I love it. My wife even loves it. She's like, it's perfect. Use that mug every day. I gotta get her a wife mug. Or a mom mug.
Mom mug.
Gotta get a mom mug.
Let's look it up. Mom mugs. What do they got?
Shh, don't say that too loud. Christmas is coming.
You're right.
Christmas is not too long. Gotta get mom mugs for the wives.
Dude, Sarah needs one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cutting this out of the episode. They don't listen to this part.
Yes.
Our wives are very supportive for the first 10 minutes of these episodes.
Right.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, darling. If you're here. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Double Dads. We talked about the Pixel. We talked about games. Man, it's good to be back.
It is good to be back. It's
break.
been, 2-3 weeks. Ooh.
It has been. We did not have one last week.
Okay.
So that was our gap. So it's been a 2-week gap.
2-week gap.
So thanks for sticking with us, to our fans. Like, comment, subscribe.
Share.
Yeah, share this with your friends if you're into it. We're on Twitter, X at Double Dad Cast. We're at Threads at Double Dad's Channel. Instagram, Double Dad's Channel. TikTok, Double Dad's Channel. I need to update all those with some new content.
Ooh, yep.
We're here on YouTube with weekly or sometimes bi-weekly episodes. We
Yes.
got some more content in the pipeline, and we're looking forward to talking about more tech and more gaming, more coffee, more stories about raising our families in the tech age.
How do we navigate the tech age with children
Yes.
as parents not being raised in the tech age?
Yes. First generation tech age parents.
For real.
Dude.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. This has been Double Dads episode 7.
Episode 7. We are going to go hang out with our women because we love
We are
women.
married to women.
We are married to women.
We are married to women.
We are the straightest poles in this house.
Okay.